Tegucigalpa Munich have officially withdrawn themselves from the third tier of German football after filing for bankruptcy, which does mean that in FIFA 23 they will no longer be in the game. So I thought to myself, what better team to rebuild than Tegucigalpa Munich? By the way, if I've mispronounced this team's name, do not come for my family. If you do go on to enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like, smash the hell out of that subscribe button if you are new around here, turn that notification bell on so you never miss a video that I upload. And the like goal for this video, we're going to up the ante just a little bit. We are going to go for 275 likes. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have yet to see one of my rebuild videos before, here are the rules. The main objective of this rebuild is to win the Champions League. I can make any transfers that I want, making it as realistic as possible. All games have to be simulated, but the Champions League final has to be played. Now that you know how this works, strap yourselves in and enjoy the video. So we begin season 1 with just over 1.7 million to spend. Now the mad thing is about this team, they've got the starting 11 and they've got the subs bench. They have got no other players in their freaking team, which makes this rebuild significantly more difficult. We need to add a lot more squad depth. We need to bring in more players, and we need to do that with 1.77 million. This is definitely going to be up there with one of the most difficult rebuilds I've ever done. The good news is, however, we've got 2 players in the youth academy with potential between 79-94 and 81-94. The bad news is, one of them's 15 years old and 45 rated. The other's 16 years old and fucking 20 rated. EA! Sort this shit out. I need these players, man. Let's see if we can't turn these guys into world-class athletes by the end of this rebuild. And we have secured our very first player of this transfer window. We have brought in the German right back Nicholas Wilson-Sommer for 600,000. We've just spent pretty big on bringing this player into the team. Jair Diaz, the Mexican centre back, has just cost us 1.1 million. Right, I was just looking at this keeper. He's 17 years old, 21 rated, and I've just noticed he's got 5-star skill moves and 4-star weak foot. So clearly there's a little bit of a glitch here, but nevertheless we're going to keep hold of him and see if we can't improve him as much as we possibly can. And we have secured a much needed player in my opinion. We have brought in the striker Lee Seung-mo for 730,000. This is how we got the team lining up in our first season with this team, and I've got to say it is a steaming pile of shit. Also, just something to note, apart from the players I've already brought in, none of these guys have actual game faces, so I'm almost certain that EA have completely stripped this team of the real players and put in created players. I'm not too sure. Let me know in the comments if this is true or not. But when I went on Footbin and I looked at the players from the team and matched them with these guys, not a single player from this team came up on Footbin, so I'm almost certain I'm right. But anyways, for the first season, all I want to do is build a foundation to build upon for next season, because this season, let's be totally honest, this team is not doing anything special. If we can do anything even slightly good this season, I will be absolutely mind blown. Truth be told, this is actually a pretty decent place to be at the midway point this season, with 16th place in the 3rd division of German football. As long as we can keep this position hovering just above the relegation zone, I'll be sound with that. So to begin this transfer window, we have made a sale in Serkan Toppeltop for just over 300,000. We've also just sold Mikael Polter-Kemp for just under 500,000. And just to update you guys, this is how we got the team lining up. Obviously, there's a lot of improvement that's happened over the course of just halfway through this season. A lot of the players have actually improved quite significantly. Even our goalkeeper's gone up by 4. Don't you just love to see it? He's almost 25 rated. But like I said at the start of the season, I'm not looking for anything special to happen at the end of this season. I'm just hoping that we can just hover above the bottom 3, not go into the bottom 3 at all. I do not want that at all. And hopefully from that, we can start building something to work on for season 2. Well, we didn't finish in the bottom 3, I suppose, so it isn't all that bad. Obviously, we got a lot of work to do in the next 2 or 3 seasons, maybe even the 4th season as well. But like I've just said, at least we didn't finish in the bottom 3. Meanwhile, Hoffenheim won the DFB Pokal. I don't like this rebuild. PSG won the Europa League, and Liverpool won the Champions League. I'll be honest with you, looking at the stats, very, very underwhelming. It's very easy to see why we only finished 17th place this season. Also, the other youth academy prospect, Nazar Boyko, is finally 16, so we are allowing him into the squad. He's gone from 45 rated to 62 rated in 1 season alone, so imagine what he can do for us next season. I am currently training him as a striker just to see if that improves his overall overall at all. If it doesn't, I'll revert him back to a winger. And Paul Hahn, 17 years old, 26 rated. This guy's just going to be the next Manuel Neuer, isn't he? But like I've just said, the next 3 seasons are going to be so goddamn difficult getting these guys to where I want them to be. Obviously, next season, I'm not expecting promotion in the slightest, but what I am expecting is a better finish than 17th place. Maybe a top 10 finish. We begin this season with 4.4 million. Now, we have introduced our youth academy player Boyko into the starting 11. He's going to start on that left winger position, and hopefully as the season progresses, he will continue to improve as he did last season. In this transfer window, I will most likely be looking for a centre midfielder. Once I've got that, I'll look onto the defensive lineup to try and bolster that a little bit. So we have started this season making a couple of transfers. To start off with, we have got Ralph Hagelmeister for 100,000. We have just sold Haloglu for just under 500,000. Meanwhile, we have just managed to make a pretty decent signing. We brought in Rodrigo Gouv, 21 years old, 66 rated, 6'3", and he came on a free. We've also just made a signing for the future and bringing in Abdullah Kamara, 17 years old, 63 rated already. We had to activate his release clause from Dortmund to get him to join this club. 1.6 million he cost us. We've managed to upgrade the goalkeeping position by bringing in the Spanish goalkeeper Oscar Lopez for just under 1.5 million. We have just caught a bargain here. Santi Marin, 18 years old, 66 rated, and he's come on a free. We've also just sold Ali Yilmaz for just under 400,000. We have made yet another brilliant signing. We brought in Lautaro Marcos Spats, 20 years old, 65 rated, and he's come on a free. Yet another free agent has joined this team. We have brought in Manuel Navarrete, 21 years old, 66 rated. This man is going to be great for squad depth. I must admit, the transformation that this team has undergone since this time last season is actually pretty decent. Obviously, there's a long way to go before we can actually look at this team and be happy with it, but for now, the improvement is there and I'm happy with it. Hopefully, this season it can continue. As for the end of this season in particular, I'd like to think we'd be reaching the top 10 position, maybe even fight for a promotion spot. We have reached the midway point this season, and I'm not going to lie to you, we are far surpassing my expectations this season. 3rd place at the midway point this season. Truly something I'm very happy with. Obviously, at the beginning of this season, I said I want to fight for promotion, but I didn't actually think we'd be in the running for it. It just goes to show what a couple of transfers can do to a squad. Most likely, the only bit of business we'll do in this transfer window, we have sent out Abdullah Kamara on a 2-year loan move to Sheffield United. Man, I'm so happy with this team. Honestly, take a look at this squad. Near enough, every single player is on the verge of getting to 70 rated overall. There's only a couple of players that are like a couple of ratings underneath that, but I'm not too fussed about that. We can make them improvements next season. If we don't get promoted this season, we are definitely getting promotion next season. So we have reached the end of this season. We are in a promotional playoff position. We have finished 3rd. We were 2 points off automatic promotion, which is a bit of a kick in the dip, but we move. 1860 Munich and FC Magdeburg did get automatic promotion. The question is, are we going to follow them? Let's find out then, guys. Have we got promotion? Yes! Come on! We beat Hanover 90. I have no idea how that works. I'm really not too certain how this works. If you guys could let me know, I'd appreciate that massively. I'm bare confused. But we are promoted to the 2nd division in German football, which is a massive W. Meanwhile, Hoffenheim did win the DFB Pokal. Atalanta won the Europa Conference League. Latium won the Europa League. And PSG managed to beat Sporting 3-1 in the Champions League final. Sporting, Jesus, fair play, lads. Far better stats-wise this season. Our boy Boyko is definitely going to show up in the next couple of seasons. 17 years old, already 69 rated. Trust me when I say he is going to be a wanted man. With us getting promotion though, we are definitely going to have to try and bolster the squad as much as possible so we don't get sent straight back down to the 3rd division of German football. We begin this season with just over 6.5 million. Now the 2 positions that we do need to upgrade is the left back and the right back. Zuzanov, fair play, is 19 years old. However, we have just been newly promoted from the 3rd division to the 2nd division of German football, and the 2nd division is going to be by a mile a lot more difficult than the 3rd division, so we definitely need to brush up on our weaknesses in this team. Once we've sorted the fullback situation out, I'm going to be gunning for a new central attacking midfielder if we can afford one. We've just pretty much blown all of our budget bringing in Noah Katabat, 22 years old, 74 rated already, and he cost us 5 million on the dot. We have also managed to bring in a pretty decent player if you ask me. Ilyas Sabawe, 21 21 years old, 68 rated, and he cost us absolutely nothing. We are getting ridiculously lucky in this transfer window. We have brought in Samuel Edozie on a free. Do you know how lucky that is? Would you just take a look at this team, man? Just take a look at this team. The improvement from season 1 to now is genuinely staggering. Now, I want to leave this front four alone for a couple of seasons now, just to let them develop and grow. I've got that front four exactly how I want it. Our fullback situation hasn't exactly been resolved, but we have put Zuzanov on the right hand side of the pitch. Hopefully he can repay my faith back by improving over 70 rated this season. As for where I want to finish, mid-table would be perfect. I don't think our team's weak enough to be in a relegation battle, however, you never know. Considering we're a newly promoted team, we are doing freaking well in the second division of German football. We are in the top 10, 7th place at the midway point this season, with a good chance of actually breaking into the top 4. There's only actually 7 points that separates ourselves from 4th place Schalke, so you never know what could happen in the second half of this season. To begin this transfer window, we have sold Simon Solmacher for just over 500,000. We've also made a sale in Philip Karlstein for 900,000. And we have sold Jens Dieker for just over 300,000. So in that transfer window, it was very clear to see what I was doing. I was getting rid of all the dead wood in this team that isn't really helping us in any way, shape or form. The team that we are looking at right now, I don't think is quite ready for promotion to the Bundesliga. I think if we got promoted this time, next season we would get our arses handed to us on a golden platter. But if we do get into the Bundesliga, who knows what could happen. We'll have a lot more money to play with for starters, so we can bring in players in necessary positions to improve the team. And you never know, we might hold our own, but obviously we have to get there first. So we did finish this season in the top 6 in the second division of German football. To be fair, top 6 for the first time in this league is pretty damn good going if you ask me. We didn't quite get promotion, but next season I am almost certain we'll get it. Meanwhile, Bayern Munich won the DFB Pokal, shock of the century. Genk won the Europa Conference League. Juve beat United to win the Europa League. And it was Liverpool beating the bottle jobs in the Champions League final. Considering this season we finished 6th in the league, the stats are absolutely freaking abysmal. 17 goals for our top goal scorer, Lee Seung-mo. Boyko did pretty damn well, to be fair. 14 goals, 4 assists, 18 years old, 74 rated. Hopefully next season we'll have a little bit more money to work with, considering our position at the end of this season in the second division of German football. And with that money, we do have to play it pretty smart. We begin this season with just over 10.4 million. If I didn't make it clear before, I'm going to make it crystal clear now. We need a right back. We need it desperately as well. It is by a mile the weakest part of the team. Once we get the right back situation sorted, we can focus on the midfield. I absolutely love free agents, man. Take a look at this. Jan Valery, 25 years old, 78 rated, and he didn't cost us a dime. We have made our first sale in this transfer window by selling Lee Seung-mo for 3.5 million. Our biggest signing thus far in this rebuild, Enzo Lloyd, is 23 years old, 76 rated, £10 million. And this is how we got the team looking after that transfer window has come to an end. It looks so much better with the addition of Lloydis and Valery into the squad. This team's still got a hell of a lot of work to do, but I'm actually quite confident that this time we can finish higher than 6th place. So in the midway point this season, we are currently 8th place with 2 places below where we were this time last season, which is a little bit disappointing, but there's a whole other half of the season to go yet. So I'm not exactly that disheartened by this, but I would like a bit of an improvement for the latter half of this season. We did sell a couple of players pre-transfer window, so we have started off with selling Latore and Marco Spatz for 1.5 million. We also did sell Cam Maldoren for 1.35 million. We didn't do anything in that transfer window purely because we had like, what, 2 million in the bank, so we really couldn't do anything with it. But this is how we got the team lining up. There's been substantial improvement once again in this team, but there's a couple of spots that do need improving more than anything. We need another CDM, we need another central attacking midfielder, another striker, another goalkeeper, another centre back. There's a shit ton of improvement to do. It kind of does make me nervous if we do get promoted this season, because if we go into the Bundesliga with this team, we will get destroyed. So at the end of this season, we finished 6th place. We didn't do any better or worse than we did last season, which, you know, I don't know how to feel about it, if I'm being honest. I'm quite neutral. But you guys know as well as I do that this team needs a shit ton more improvement before we can even compete in the Bundesliga, so this could be a blessing in disguise. Meanwhile, Hertha Berlin did win the DFB Pokal. They also went on to win the Europa Conference League. Chelsea won the Europa League. And Manchester City won the Champions League. Once again, guys, the stats is so underwhelming. 16 goals, 2 assists for our top goal scorer, Manuel Navarrete. Boyko, once again, second top goal scorer, 79 rated, almost 80 rated at 19 years old. I told you this guy was going to come good for us. Hopefully we get a little bit more money next season so we can improve the team in more than just one position. We begin this season with just over £21 million. Right, a quick update for you guys. Edozie wasn't happy with his current situation at the club, so we had to sell him before the end of last season. So with the 21+ million that we have in the club, we've got to bring in a new CDM, winger and striker somehow. So we start with the winger. We are going to convert Thomas Day to a left winger. He's 20 years old, already 73 rated, and we got him on a free. We have also just brought in the English central defensive midfielder James Garner from Manchester United for 17 million. Meanwhile, we have just sold Santi Marin for just under 2.5 million. We have also just sold Nicholas Wilson-Sommer for 1.2 million. We've just managed to pick up this absolute gem of a player, Jose Luis Campos, on a free. The only position we didn't end up buying for in that transfer window, unfortunately, was the striker, but Navarrete will do for now. But as for this season, I want promotion. There is absolutely no reason why this team cannot get it. We have reached the midway point of the season, and take a look at this. We are only 4 points behind Hamburger SV, and not only that, we are the only two teams in this league still undefeated at the midway point of the season. This is freaking phenomenal progression from this time last season, considering this time last season we were 8th. Hopefully we can just keep this form going, and that way we will be in the Bundesliga next season at long freaking last. And probably the only bit of business we're going to do in this transfer window, we have gone and sold Abdoulaye Kamara for just 3.05 million. When I initially bought this guy, I thought he was going to be superb for us, but he just really hasn't done anything. And as you can see from the starting 11, this team has undergone some freaking improvement this season. Boyko, Lloydis and Garner are all 80 rated or above, which is freaking brilliant to see. The way we're going, we're going to get promotion to the Bundesliga, and if that is the case, we're going to focus solely on getting a brand new keeper for next season. Otherwise, I think Lopez is going to get battered. We have officially gained promotion to the first division in German football, the Bundesliga. Fuck my life, I'm so happy right now. It took us 5 long seasons to get from the 3rd division to the 1st division in German football, and let me tell you something, I've got a feeling it's going to take us a little while longer to win the Champions League. But all I can say is I'm ready for the next challenge. Dortmund ended up winning the DFB Pokal, Palace ended up winning the Europa Conference League, Liverpool won the Europa League, and Dortmund went on to win the Champions League as well. Fair freaking play. Considering we finished 2nd, this is very underwhelming stats, I'm not going to lie. Boyko, 17 goals, 9 assists, not bad at all, 84 rated at 20 years old. This man is just going to definitely carry us in. Manuel Navarrete, 12 goals, 2 assists. It is definitely confirmed from that we need a new striker. I think getting promoted to the Bundesliga is definitely going to give us a reality check, because there are some very good teams in there. Not to mention the likes of Bayern Munich, Dortmund, RB Leipzig, just to name a few. So I think whoever we sign next season, it is imperative that they do well for us. We begin our first season in the Bundesliga with just over 47 million. Now trust me when I say, more than anything else right now, we need a better keeper. Lopez has been a fantastic player since we brought him into the squad. However, right now we are in the Bundesliga and we are up against some big freaking talent in this league. We're up against the likes of Lewandowski, Leroy Sané, Serge Gnabry, and that's only from one team. Need I go on? Once we get a better goalkeeper, if we have any more money left over, we will be bringing in a new centre-back as well. We have found our goalkeeper. We have brought in Agustin Rossi, the Argentinian international goalkeeper, the absolute giant as well. 6'5", 30 years old, 83 rated, and he cost us just under 27 million. Boys, we have done freaking bits in this transfer window so far. We have just brought in the Swedish centre-back Victor Lindelof for just 17 goddamn million. Mark my words, guys, Rossi and Lindelof are going to make a massive difference to the team. Just look at the difference Rossi and Lindelof have made to this team. Look at how good that team now looks going into the Bundesliga. I must admit, bringing in Rossi and Lindelof in this transfer window has massively boosted my confidence for what we can achieve this season. Don't get me wrong, I'm not expecting anything extravagant, but I don't think we're going to get our arses handed to us this season now. I actually think we're going to hold our own quite nicely. Now, what do I want from this season? I'd like a mid-table finish, if I'm being perfectly honest. I think that's pretty pretty achievable with this team, because obviously this team will just improve as this season goes on. But obviously that's out of my control now. We're going to have to wait and see what happens. Maybe I underestimated us a little bit. We are currently in the top 4 at the midway point in this season, when realistically all I wanted was a mid-table finish. But what's bizarre to me is I'm looking at the top 4. I'm looking at the top 8 actually. Bayern Munich are nowhere to be fucking seen. Right, where Bayern... What? Bayern Munich are 14th. What the freaking hell's going on in this league? Holy shit, this season is wacky. Imagine if that happened in real life. Jesus Christ, there'd be fucking riots in Germany. This one is definitely my fault. We have had to sell Thomas Day. We've got 15.8 million for him, don't get me wrong, but we've had to sell him because I couldn't give him a better contract. Purely because I couldn't afford to, because we brought in Rossi and Lindelof. And this is how we got the team lining up after that transfer window. So Bowie makes his way back into the starting 11 after the departure of Thomas Day. Campos is still a central attacking midfielder, but we have put him on the right hand side. So Bowie is a central attacking midfielder in the middle, and we have changed the left side of this attacking formation to a winger to subsidise Boyko. If by the end of the season we can somehow get European football of any kind, I'm telling you right now, I will be doing backflips in my bedroom. I really think I've underestimated this team, especially with the new signings of Rossi and Lindelof. This team has definitely strengthened up. I've been sat here for 5 minutes or so now in genuine disbelief that we have won the fucking Bundesliga in the first season we get promoted to it. We beat Leverkusen, Dortmund, RB Leipzig, and not to mention Bayern Munich, who are... hang on, where's Bayern Munich? Bayern Munich is 7th, sorry, I completely went past them. We've beaten Bayern Munich, RB Leipzig, Dortmund, Leverkusen, all these teams who have been established in the fucking Bundesliga for God knows how many years, to the title. How does that work? I've never been in more disbelief in my life. How the hell have we done this? This is just mental. Meanwhile, it was Dortmund who won the DFB Pokal in the end. Wolves won the Europa Conference League. Yeah, no. What the f***? Well, it wasn't a good mood then. Frickin' Spurs won the... How the hell do Spurs win the Champions League? Taking into account we've just won the league, these stats do not represent that at all. We've got Campos with 17 goals, 4 assists. Not bad at all, in fairness. We've got Navarrete with 17 goals on the dot. That's all right, in fairness. Boyko, 13 goals, 7 assists. He's definitely been our MVP throughout this rebuild. But the fact that we won the league and we got into the Champions League for next season without a shadow of a doubt means that we're going to have a lot more money to play with next season, which only means one thing: we're going to have some fun in the next transfer window. So we begin this season with just over 84 million in the bank. Now, last season I sorted out the goalkeeper position and the defensive lineup. Now, I know Guth is 79 rated, but I've got no doubt in my mind that he will reach 80 rated by the end of this season. So for that reason, I am leaving the defensive lineup alone, as well as the CDM roles. I think Garner and Lloydis are just doing absolutely fine. I'm going to bring in a new central attacker midfielder, and I am going to try and bring in a new striker as well. We have started this transfer window by selling on Ilyas Sabawy for 4.25 million. We have indeed found our striker. We've gone for Lucas Inmeka, the German talent, 28 years old, 83 rated, and he cost us just over £34 million. We are doing exceptionally well in this transfer window. We have just brought in Ebereche Eze, the 29-year-old central attacking midfielder, for just 30 million on the dot. I know I said I was going to leave the defensive lineup alone, but I changed my mind. We still had money left over after bringing in our 2 new signings. So we have brought in Soyuncu, the 31-year-old centre-back, for 15 million on the dot. And this is how we got the team lining up going into this season. And the thing is, I'm actually more worried this season than I was last season, and I'll tell you for why. Every single time we improve the team like we have done this season, we always do bad, and I don't understand why. Last season, we won the title with a far worse team than this, right? This season, I will put my life on it that we don't even get top 4. I'll tell you one thing that we are in. We are in the Champions League. And we are in Group D, joined by PSG, Ajax, and Malmo. Now, going off recent history, rebuilds, and all that sort of stuff, Ajax will probably finish last. Malmo will most likely finish 3rd place above Ajax, and it will be between ourselves and PSG on who goes top. I legitimately called this down to the letter. Ajax finished 4th, Malmo finished 3rd, PSG finished 2nd, and we took the top spot in Group D, which does mean we are into the round of 16, of course. So let's see who we are facing if we don't fucking beat Arsenal, I'm going to go nuts. What did I tell you at the start of this season? I told you this would happen. We aren't even in the top 4. We're 7th in the league. I don't understand why this happens. How can we have a better team now, but be doing worse? EA, make it make freaking sense. So we didn't do anything in that transfer window. We had about 7 million left from the first transfer window, and I used all that up to just like update contracts and stuff like that. But this is how we got the team lining up, and I'm so freaking confused of why we're doing so bad. Obviously, the defense I think needs brushing up a little bit for next season. Everywhere else though looks freaking brilliant, and I do actually think we'll do quite well in the Champions League. I don't think we'll go anywhere near the final this time, but we'll definitely hold our own. But if we don't beat Arsenal, I quit. Now you guys know me, I hate Arsenal with a passion, but I have to admit that team is freaking scum. And there's one thing that I have to point out, which has got to be the most unrealistic thing I've seen in a rebuild series so far. Andy Robertson is left back for Arsenal. That would never in a million years happen. All jokes aside though, this is definitely going to be a tough freaking fixture. We are away from home in the first leg. We're going to sim this game and hope to go... Oh, no. We are not losing to... If we go out to Arsenal, I am done. I am absolutely finished with this rebuild. If we lose this game, I'm never going to live this shit down. I'm actually scared to press quick sim. I'm not going to lie. I'm actually scared to... Oh, I've just done it. Come on, boys. Come on. Oh my God. What the fuck? 5-1. Really? Are you taking the piss? Fam, we've just been annihilated. We've been absolutely annihilated. Oh no, I can't even look at it. It's stinging. If it was any other team, I wouldn't care. I'd actually laugh at it. But Arsenal have just beaten us 8-3 overall. 5-1, man. That is just awful. I can literally feel you guys laughing at me right now. And this sucks. But that is the end of what has turned out to be a very short-lived first journey in the Champions League. It comes to an end by Arsenal absolutely destroying us 8-3 on aggregate, so we are going to get rid of that and skip to the end of this season to find out how we've done elsewhere. Well, I called it. We didn't get top 4. Dortmund take the title this season, absolutely demolishing everybody this season. Bayern Munich just didn't come close to them at all. What the hell has happened to Bayern Munich? But better question, what the hell has happened to us? Last year we won the title, now we're 7th in the league. We did, however, win the DFB Pokal, so it's not all doom and gloom, I suppose. Bayern Munich won the Europa Conference League. Wolves won the Europa League, beating Liverpool of all teams to do it. Fair freaking play. Suck on that one. And Mecca turned out to be a pretty decent signing. 27 goal contribution, 45 games. Campos just proving to me why he was such a goddamn good signing to begin with. 26 goal contributions, 48 games. I have to admit, the fact that we lost to freaking Arsenal 8-3 in the round of 16, finished 7th in the Bundesliga this league, stings, man. It stings. I don't think 7th place in the Bundesliga gives us Europe either, so I don't think we are in any European competitions next season, which isn't the worst thing in the world, I'm not going to lie. Gives us more time to grow the team so that when we go back into the Europa League, Europa Conference League, or the Champions League, we are far more prepared. So we begin this season with just under £57 million to spend. It's very clear to me that everywhere else, apart from the defensive lineup, is solid, so we are going to be focusing solely on that defensive lineup, primarily the centre-backs, because when I bought them, I needed someone who was decent, someone to carry the team for a couple of seasons. They fulfilled that purpose. Now it's time to get rid of them and get some younger talent in. So as I have just said, we were intending on getting rid of both centre-backs. We have just sold Soyuncu for just over 19 million, and we've also just sold Lindelof for 14 million pound as well, so that gives us a decent amount of money to bring in a couple of very good replacements. Let me tell you guys something. We dropped on with this guy. 20-year-old Marco van Dijk is already 83 rated, 6'2", almost certain this is Van Dijk's regen, and he cost us just under 55 million. We have just made the sale of Manuel Navarrete for just over 18 million. In fairness, when we picked this guy up, I didn't expect much of him. He's turned out to be a pretty decent signing in the end. He carried us throughout the first season in the Bundesliga, but now it was time to cash in on him. And we have found yet another very good signing for this Piero Hinchap Chappie, the 6', 26-year-old, 84 rated centre-back, cost us just over 47 million. Now this is more like it. This is how we got the team lining up after that transfer window has come to a close, and I've got to admit, I'm excited to see what happens this season. This team is looking very goddamn strong. I think this season we are redeeming ourselves quite a little bit. The additions of Van Dijk and Chappie in place of Lindelof and Soyuncu is definitely going to make all the difference this season. And on top of that, we are in fact in a European competition, the Europa League to be exact, and we are in Group C, joined by Valencia, Basaksehir and Lech Poznan. No idea who they are, I do apologise, might do a rebuild on them sometime. But I'm not going to lie, if it isn't ourselves and Valencia going through, I'll be quite surprised. And as expected, it was ourselves and Valencia who did top the table, getting ourselves through to the knockout stages of the Europa League, which is brilliant as well because we topped it. Now let's get one thing straight. I never once said that we were going to win the title this season. All I said, we were going to redeem ourselves. This time last season, we were 7th. Now we're top 4, and in my opinion, that's a good way to redeem yourself. We're not there yet because we're not at the end of the season, but we're there now, and I'm happy with it. We didn't do anything in that transfer window because we blew all of our money bringing in Chappie and Van Dijk into the team, but this is how we got the team lining up. There is so much improvement just looking at this team. It's ridiculous. The only thing that we need to do now is improve the fullbacks. Katterbach and Valerie have been absolutely incredible signings, but to take us to that next level, we need to replace them. But that is for next season's first transfer window. Right now, I want to end this season in the top 4, and I'd love it if we could win the Europa League, get some silverware. Well, we are officially back in the Champions League for next season. We were 10 points behind first place Borussia Dortmund. I'm not too arsed about that though. The fact that we finished second after such a bad season last season speaks volumes to how much we've improved this season. We also went on to win the DFB Pokal. We keep on winning this trophy, don't we? Roma went on to win the Europa Conference League. It's now time for the moment of truth as well. Have we got the double? Have we done it? Come on! We did win the Europa League, beating Villarreal in the final 2-1 to do it. That is 2 trophies this season. Imagine if next season we could win the Bundesliga, the DFB Pokal and the Champions League. That would be the perfect treble. And it was Dortmund who went on to beat PSG 4-1 in the final. Jesus, Dortmund are a freaking fierce team this season, aren't they? That is nothing short of incredible. Lucas and Mecca, 37 goals, 5 assists in 53 games. That is genuinely incredible. Fair freaking play. Campos, 23 goals, 13 assists. Boyko, 17 goals, 13 assists. Eze, 13 goals, 5 assists. Our front 4 showed up this season. But like I said to you before, I think we need to brush up on the defensive lineup. Obviously, the fullbacks are a little bit weaker than the centre-backs, so that is what we will be focusing on. The fact that we got second place this season, won the DFB Pokal and the Europa League, we have had a redemption in our half this season, and now next season we're going to have a lot more money to spend, hopefully, to bring in very good talent into this team, to strengthen it up a little bit more, to prepare ourselves for a second outing in the Champions League. Now this is definitely more like it. This season we have started off with £133.26 million to spend. And let's be honest, there's only 2 positions there that are lacking, the left back and the right back, and that is exactly where we're going to put our focus. I absolutely adore this game sometimes with the luck we get. We have just picked up Mane's regen, Louis Drame. I've definitely fucked that pronunciation up, but I don't care. 20 years old, 85 rated, and we got him on a free. We just pick up W's in transfer windows lately, man. Honest to God, take a look at who we've just picked up. Riley Haynes, 21 years old, 84 rated already, and this man cost us just under 65 million. And on top of that, we have just brought in the German talent, Luca Netz, 26 years old, 85 rated for 46 million on the dot. And that is officially the transfer window done and dusted. This is how we got our team lining up. That team looks freaking ridiculous now. Obviously, the 2 new signings as well are relatively young, so especially Haynes anyway. I think he's 21 years old, so I've got no doubt in my mind that they're going to grow like mad this season. And realistically now, there is absolutely no weak points in this team, and I've got all the faith in the world that we can smash the competition this season. And as I have already mentioned, we are back into the Champions League this season in Group A, joined by AC Milan, Benfica and Rangers. That's quite a competitive group if you ask me, to be fair. We should qualify for the round of 16 relatively comfortably, don't get me wrong, but between Milan, Benfica and Rangers, it's quite tight. So it was ourselves and AC Milan who did qualify to the round of 16 very comfortably in the end, realistically. Benfica and Rangers weren't anywhere near us. Benfica were the closest team to us and they were 9 points behind us. That's how comfortable we were in this group. So, round of 16, hopefully we get a decent... Oh my god, that's a tough one, you know. Man City in the round of 16, we could not have asked for a more difficult challenge than Man City, but you know what? I'd put my money on them beating anybody. And in the Bundesliga, we are definitely challenging for the title this time. There's only 1 point in it between ourselves and Leipzig. There's 2 points in it between Bayern and Leipzig. 4 points between Borussia Mönchengladbach and Leipzig. It's definitely wide open still. And we have left the team how it is. I might live to regret that decision, but do you know what? I don't care. This team is freaking phenomenal. And do you know what? I've got every faith in the world that we're going to do very well in this Champions League run. Doing these rebuilds, we've come to expect Manchester City to never have a bad team. And do you know what? They never have had a bad team, have they? Let's be totally honest. That team is definitely one to fear. But we aren't going to waffle all that much. We are in the round of 16 against Man City at home in the first leg. Can we get an advantage going into the second leg? We get a draw, which, do you know what? I will take with open arms. Against Manchester City, a draw isn't bad at all. If we go on to beat Man City now, there's not many teams that are going to be better than him, which does mean we've got a very good chance of winning the Champions League. Like, off the top of my head, right now, I'd say that PSG probably on the same level as them, Real Madrid, Barcelona and Liverpool, but the chances of lining up against them in the next 2 or 3 games is very minute. But we aren't going to waffle any longer. We are away from home. We're going to quick sim this game and hope to freaking God. Thank you, Boyko and Garner. 3-1 overall, 2-0 on the night. We've slaughtered Manchester City and we are into the quarterfinals of the Champions League. We've already done better than last time. I won't lie to you, if you actually take a look at Liverpool's team, it's not the best team in the world. You've got Skriniar playing CDM, who's got to be aged at this point. They've got Botman, Guendouzi. Guendouzi's playing left back for frick's sake. They've got some guy called Chun left wing. They've got Rodrigo and Goncalves playing in their respective positions, which is pretty damn decent. Trent Alexander-Arnold, decent. Koundé, Alisson, yeah, fair play. But I would actually argue that Manchester City's team was better than these guys. So we are going to quick sim this game. We're away from home in the first leg of the quarterfinals. Can we get a result? No, we can't. We go 2-1 fucking down for fuck's sake. We've certainly got a lot to do in the second leg if we want to stay alive in the Champions League. We are 2-1 down and pretty much against all odds at this moment in time. The question is, can we somehow book our place in the semi-finals and beat Liverpool to do it? That's the question. Can we do it? Come on, boys. Fucking come on! Teguku Munich, you lot are so goddamn sexy. So in this Champions League run so far, we've had Man City in the round of 16, Liverpool in the quarters. It's just written in the stars that we're facing PSG in the semis, isn't it? It isn't actually PSG. I'm actually quite surprised at that. It is Dortmund we're coming up against. And let me tell you something, they've got a freaking good team. They've managed to keep hold of Haaland. They've got Vardiol, Kelman, and Kobel, just to name a few good players. The suspension curse has hit us in the semi-finals. It was bound to happen at some point. Nets picked up a suspension, I'm guessing in the last game, but we do have a substitute ready to go in his spot. But nevertheless, this is the last team we have to face before a potential final spot. So can we get an advantage in the first leg? It's a 1-1 draw. Literally everything we've worked for this rebuild so far comes down to the second leg of the semis against Dortmund. This is hands down the biggest game of this rebuild. The second leg of the semis against arguably one of the biggest competitors we've had since we got promoted to the Bundesliga, Dortmund. 1-1 on aggregate, one game to change the freaking landscape of this rebuild entirely. Can we do it? Let's find out. Can we book up? Come on! Oh my god, 4-2 on aggregate, 3-1 on the night. We have officially gained entry to the Champions League final. I have been working on this rebuild for a good 2 or 3 days and we have finally reached the Champions League final. I swear to God, if I lose this final now, I'm going to be freaking mortified. To quote Gary Neville when Drogba was taking that penalty against Bayern Munich all them years ago in the Champions League final, this was just written in the stars, weren't it? Arsenal beat us 8-3 on aggregate last time we met up against them in the Champions League, and we potentially have the chance to get the best revenge possible by beating them to win the entire damn thing. It is going to be Teguku Munich versus Arsenal in the Champions League final. Oh my god, I cannot fucking believe this is worked out how it is. This legitimately was written in the stars. Before we get into the final, we're going to see how we've done elsewhere this season. So it did turn out to be a 2-horse race in the end. We did unfortunately finish second, 5 points behind RB Leipzig. Congratulations to them. We drew way too many games, so it realistically is our fault for not bagging enough goals. Bayern Munich and Dortmund in this rebuild, I'm not going to lie to you, they've been so shit. Speaking of, guys, Bayern Munich ended up winning the DFB Pokal. Saint Etienne won the Europa Conference League, and it was Napoli who won the Europa League. 39 goals in 50 games for Lucas Mecca. What a fucking signing he was. You got Campos, 14 goals, 5 assists. You got Drame, 12 goals, 8 assists. You got Boyko, 12 goals, 9 assists, 96 rated, 90 rated for Drame. Campos getting to 92 rated. Man, that front four was deadly. I have to admit, this rebuild, man, it's had its freaking ups and downs, but this team has turned out to be a monster. Let me tell you something, guys. As soon as I saw we were playing Arsenal in the Champions League final, believe me when I say I have been looking forward to this. I'm actually itching to get into the game. I've never actually had the privilege to play against Arsenal in the Champions League final, so this, I'm going to take full advantage of freaking wiping the floor with them. It is time to get into the final itself. It is Teguku Munich versus Arsenal at Sanderson Park in the Champions League final. Let me tell you guys something. There is no way, I mean no way, I am losing to this team called Arsenal. There is absolutely no way in hell. Beautiful. First time. Oh, what a goal. That is the perfect way to start this game. 3 minutes in, we are 1-0 up already. It just speaks volumes to how shit Arsenal are, really. What a way to start the game. 4 minutes in by that clock, and we are 1-0 up already. Campos, can you find anybody? Oh, that is a terrible first touch. And where's yeah, that's the right back. Get back into position, lad. And Meki, if we can get this ball in behind, for God's sake, get to that. Get to that. Come on, you got the pace. You've definitely got the pace. Oh, he's fucking done brilliantly there. Jesus. Garner's on the ball. He's found nets in acres of room here. We're going to cut inside. We're going to... Oh, this is beautiful. First time. And Meki, man, that needs to be 2-0. That has got to be 2-0. This is just... That's a chance you need to be taking. Literally, how do you mess that up that bad? This is... Oh, and Meki. Oh, hang on. What's going on here? Oh, what? Oh, that's beautiful. If we can make this go in. Oh, my God. That... I don't know how that's worked, but we have somehow made it work. We're 2-0 up in 17 minutes. Oh my God, we're going to go double figures in this game. I can see it, and I'm loving every second of it. Oh no, what the hell? Oh, suck on that one. If we can get a counter-attack here, we will officially... Oh my God, I see... Oh no, not there! And Meki was making an absolutely gorgeous run in behind there, and he chose the worst option possible. That's a gorgeous ball. And Meki, we're going to try... Oh, hang on. Oh no! This is gorgeous. This is beautiful. Oh my God, all the way 3-0. Arsenal are so bad. They are so bad. We are 3-0 up inside the 30 minutes of this game. Do you know what? I am not stopping. I know this is an unrealistic scoreline. I don't care. We are not stopping. Every chance I get to score, I am taking it. I'm going to punish Arsenal. They should not be in this game. They are not on the same level as us. All we're doing is hitting them on the counter-attack, and it's working every time. We're going to get this in behind as well. Oh my God, look at this. We're going to make it 4-0. We're actually going to... This is just too easy. I don't want to take it easy on them either. I am nowhere near done with them yet. We're only just starting to have fun against them. Ball over the top. Boyko, he's got the strength, he's got the power, he's got the accuracy, and more importantly, he's got the 4th goal. Oh my God. Oh, piss off, Arsenal. Fair play. You get a goal back. Why are you celebrating like that, man? We're 4-1 up. Like, what are you celebrating? The fact that you're still getting your arses kicked. And that is half time. And believe it or not, we go into the half time break 4-1 up against Arsenal. We can literally coast this, man. We can actually coast this and still... We could probably take our foot off the gas for a good half an hour of this game and still win. Haynes, can he find... Oh my God, yes he can. And you know what? We're going to send this first time. Oh no! Haynes, can we get at it? Oh! Hang on, can we get... This is too easy. This is actually too easy, man. We're 5-1 up against Arsenal. 61 minutes into this game. And I'm not going to lie, I'm loving every single second. Oh my God, what the hell? Oh, do you know what? I'll be honest with you, I was completely daydreaming then. How has that just happened then? That came from absolutely nothing. Oh, fair play. Do you know what? We're 5-2 up. Who cares? Oh my God, what has just happened? Oh my God, what a bit of defending that was. Oh my days. They are so exposed at the back. They are so exposed. Oh, this is going to be painful for them. We're just going to go all the way. We're going to go all the way. And that is 6-2 to us against Arsenal. 83rd minute. And Arsenal are done. Draw mate, shaking off Inacio like he's not even there. I don't know what that other defender was playing at there. But do you know what? When you put that opportunity in front of Draw mate, he's just never going to miss, is he? And we're going to give another goal here. We're going to get another goal. We're actually going to get another goal. I'm not even taking the piss. Oh, come on. You could have let me have that just to make me look a little bit better in front of the camera. Saka's just torn me a new back. Oh, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Come on, let's get one more goal. Come on. Oh, no. We couldn't get one more goal, but that is it. We have officially won the Champions League with Teguku Munich. If I pronounce that wrong, I really do apologise. I really don't know how to say it. I'm purely guessing here. But we have beaten Arsenal 6-2 in the Champions League final. Probably one of the biggest scorelines we've had in a rebuild. If you guys have enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, smash the hell out of that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on so you never miss a video that I upload. This video took me so long to make, so if you did drop a like, I really appreciate it. The like goal for this, I can't remember what I said, so let's just go for 300 likes and hope for the best. That is all from me. It has been your boy Goodwin. Hope you guys have a fantastic afternoon, and until next time, I'll see you later.